If you ever wake up at exactly 3:03 a.m., you're already too late. That's not folklore, not a Reddit thread, not a story someone passed down. That was the last thing I remembered clearly. It started quietly. No thunder, no wind, no warning signs. Just a regular Tuesday night. I was lying in bed staring at my phone, scrolling, tired, bored. The power flickered once, then blackout. And not the kind you notice, the kind that feels like the world just stops. All the sound sucked out of the room. No hum, no buzz, no breath. I glanced over at my digital clock. 3:03 a.m. I blinked, and I was no longer in my room. I stood in the hallway of my old house, the one I left behind years ago. It smelled like cold air, dust, and memory. It looked correct, but it wasn't. Not really. Like someone rebuilt it from scratch using only fragments of a dream. The details were off. Slightly too clean. Slightly too dark. Every mirror was covered in black cloth, except for one. A tall mirror, at the end of the hallway. Cracked. Webbed like a spider's trap. And in the reflection standing just behind me, was someone smiling. But it wasn't a smile. It was skin, stretched tight where the mouth should be. No eyes, no expression, just that awful grin. I didn't scream. I couldn't, because then I heard a whisper. It wasn't coming from it. It was coming from me. Wake up. I did. Shot up in bed, heart hammering, breathing like I'd been drowning. The power was back. Lights on. Everything normal. Except the clock still said 3:03 a.m. And the smell, the old air, still there. The dreams came back the next night. Same hallway. But now, there was a door. One that was never there before. Wooden. Nailed shut. Deep claw marks across the front. From the inside. Then the voice again. You have to wake up before it sees you. I did. Again. 3:03. Always. Exactly the same. Same time. Same voice. Same presence. But something changed. I stopped waking up clean. One night. Bruises. Another. Dirt on my feet. Once I woke up with blood on my pillow. A nosebleed. But I hadn't moved. I couldn't remember anything. And sometimes, the room I woke in wasn't mine anymore. By night 6, I couldn't tell which part was the dream. I'd pass my bathroom mirror in the daylight and see another version of me, standing behind the glass, not copying my movements, not synced, just watching, waiting. So I filmed myself, just to prove it was all in my head. Set up my phone, pressed record, slept. Watched the footage the next morning, and I swear to you, at exactly 3:03:00, the screen cut to static, and didn't come back until 3 hours 3 minutes and 9 seconds. 9 seconds. 9 seconds where I wasn't in the frame, just gone. Night 8, I heard scratching, not in the dream, in the walls, my real walls. I pressed my ear to the drywall, and I heard myself whispering from the other side, "Don't let it in." But I already had. Each night picked up where the last one ended. No reset, no escape, like someone else was dreaming it, and I was just the character. I tried everything. Sleeping pills, salt circles, chains on the door, prayer, caffeine. Didn't matter. 3:03 would come, and I'd be gone again. Then, the last night. This time I wasn't in my body at all. I stood in the corner of my bedroom, watching myself sleep, and beside me, the thing, the figure, the stretched grin was gone. Now it just stared, silent. It leaned close to my sleeping body. You stayed too long. This is your side now. It turned to face me, held out its hand. Behind it, everything was vanishing. My bed, my walls, even me. The me that slept. Gone. Like dust. All that remained was the clock. And it blinked. 3:02 a.m. I ran. I ran harder than I ever had. But there was no floor. No space. No light. Just ticking. And when it struck 3:03 again, time stopped. Everything froze. Now, I don't wake up. I don't sleep. But I see things. Other people. Trapped. Floating. Stuck in the same loop. Some screaming. Some smiling. And I see you. Watching this. Listening. And I need to warn you. Because even though I'm not supposed to exist anymore, every night, at exactly 3:03 a.m., I get a message from my own number. Wake up. So if it happens to you, if you open your eyes and see the clock glowing 3:03, don't speak. Don't move. Don't look in the mirror. Because if you see me, it's already too late. Long pause. Sweet dreams.